Coming to you from the great city of Omaha, Nebraska.
Come on, get up.
You are listening to The Brewer and the Baker, a baseball card podcast. Here are your hosts, Mitch and Dan.
Hey, folks.
Hey, Mitch.
Hey, welcome to episode 8.
It is episode 8.
It is episode 8.
Nice.
Yeah, they just keep adding up.
They do.
The wheels just keep on turning. Sorry. Bad.
Yeah.
So, couple things, right? I'm the brewer.
I was going to ask. I'm the baker.
Yeah, I mean, it's right there.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. God, it's been an interesting morning.
It's been weird.
And we'll get into it, why it's been weird. So first and foremost, we hit 1,000 followers.
Yeah, very
Instagram.
exciting.
So we're there. We plan to go live.
We do.
Dan, you want to?
Sure.
Take
so, we are going to release this episode early, which if you're listening to it means you've probably figured that out by now. So Thursday of this week, so I don't even know what day of the week, what day that is. That would be the 11th, Thursday, September 11. We are going to be going live. It's, I don't know, 45 minutes to an hour or so. Sounds about right to me.
Yeah, hopefully. I mean, we'll go over.
Mm-hmm.
But
And since we're the brewer and the baker, with the baseball card podcast, we are going to bake bread because that's my job. We're going to drink beer because that's Mitch's job.
yeah, I mean, we'd brew some beer, but it would also take us 8 hours to do.
Just a little bit. And while the bread is baking and while we're drinking, we will be ripping wax.
Yep.
I bought a hobby box. Mitch has a box in front of him. I'm not going to give up what my hobby box is. There is a group chat that knows. It's not the one you're thinking of. But there is a group chat that knows what I'm going to be breaking.
Okay.
But I'm not going to give it up until actually the show.
Do we want to break this one today, or
that's your stuff, man. I'll let you figure that out.
I kind of want to.
You kind of want to?
Kind of want to. Just,
right.
But depends on how long this runs.
Okay.
So
that's fair. So yes, we're very excited about that. I'm not going to be making I'm going to be making a quick bread. I'm not going to be making we're not going to be making any bread that it's going to take 4 hours to make. This is a quick bread. It'll be mixed and put in the oven, and it should be out total about 35 minutes. So
yeah, not a lot of leavening time.
No leavening.
Brewing.
You mix, you put it in a pan, and you throw it in the oven.
Yeah, I mean, the carbonate or the
it's chemically risen, so
yes.
I don't have to worry about yeast doing its job. So that's the plan, and we're very excited.
Yeah, it'll be fun.
It's gonna be fun.
It's gonna be interesting.
I hope the wax delivers. That's kind of the only thing that's kind of.
Then maybe we do hold on to this for a second just to make sure. But yeah. So overall, our topic today, why it's been an interesting morning. We went to a local show this morning, and it's the first time that either one of us had been to this show.
Yes, outside of the national, this is the first local show that I've been to since 1999. So even though I've been in the hobby for 20 years or near 20 years, I have not been to a local card show other than the national since then. So this was a new experience for me. It's been a long time.
Yeah, this is my second show ever. The national is number 1.
Mm-hmm.
So started out big and coming back to real life. So
yeah, I'm sure you were surprised it didn't cost you $100 to get in or something like that, right?
Right. Well, yeah. So yeah, it is a free show, which is nice. We've been talking about going to. There's another one in a couple weeks in Des Moines that we're trying to decide whether or not to go to.
Possibly. Maybe.
That one's $11 for entry,
right.
But it is a bigger show.
Right.
It's big enough that ComC's taking submissions there,
right?
So they'll be there. I mean, it's big enough that they will show up for that. So,
well, that show isn't about. This show's not about that show,
so right?
This show is about the show we had left about an hour ago or so. 2 hours ago.
About 2 hours ago now,
Yeah.
because I had to run to the store and get some Bloody Mary mix. I'm a bit hungover from a wedding last night, and
You had a good night last
I
night.
had a good night. So, card shows, hungover first thing on a good old Sunday morning, and
Perfect.
then come back and drink some Bloody Marys and
Right.
pizza rolls, and hell yeah. Hell yeah, brother.
We're adults.
Yep. Because we can do that. So, yeah, we'll go over our takeaways from it. Give you more of the details of who, what, where, when, why.
Right.
we
So
did.
before we do that, a little bit of personal hobby updates, right?
Yep.
So I'll go first. Oh, yeah. We mentioned our socials. I should probably mention what the socials are, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Please, if you haven't followed us on Instagram, we are on Instagram. Our tag is Brewer Baker Podcast. If you want to email us for whatever reason, it's brewerbakerpodcast@gmail.com.
We don't get too many emails. We have gotten some DMs through Instagram, and they've been fun to reply to. A lot of
We've got a couple good suggestions recently. So something that we're talking, one specifically, we're talking and figuring out.
hoping to work into
Yeah.
the show, just trying to figure out what that's going to look like, and want to keep somewhat of the branding,
Yes.
if you want to call it that. But
So thank you for everyone who's reached out. My personal hobby update. I don't have much. I really only picked up one thing, and that is a Ryan Howard autograph, a buyback on a relic card from 2006 Bowman Heritage in 2006 Bowman Originals. It was numbered out of 30 and 20. No, it's numbered out of 25. It was hand numbered. It was an interesting story to figure out where the hell it came from.
Okay.
Because the listing didn't say, it just said, 2006 Bowman Heritage autograph relic, right?
Yeah.
I know that they didn't have autograph relics in that set. And everything looked legit. It had, the hand numbering was the same handwriting that Topps handwriting is when they do hand numbering. That was all the same. It had the top sticker for what that says this is an authentic autograph that they put on cards back in the day. And the autograph itself looked good. It's completely different handwriting than the one that was on the front of the cards. And I looked at other ones and it looked good. But so I was wondering where this was out of. So I put it in the Pack to the Future chat, and Kyle from Wax Museum loves a good challenge, and within 5 minutes he had narrowed it down to
As
Bowman
Kyle does.
2006 Bowman Heritage, Bowman Originals. So thank you very much for that, Kyle. That was I honestly was okay with not knowing, just kind of leaving it be a little bit of a mystery. But now that I know where it came out of, I have more search terms, and I've looked, and there's an Albert Pujols autograph relic 1 of 1 that's like $500 on eBay right now.
So go out there looking for more of that set, because now you know.
Now I know that I can add to it. Yeah. So
Nice.
that's the only thing I did over the last 2 weeks. So
Yeah, I've got a bit more. Still working on that rainbow, the Johnny Russell rainbow for soccer. So not baseball, but soccer. I did pick up the aqua lava, the green lava, the true purple, and the blue wave, and also I messed up again and ordered a gold or an orange sapphire.
So you're going to have to do the sapphire now, aren't you? Because you got the gold and the orange.
I've got the gold and the orange, which, jeez Louise. That's what late night eBay is all about, right? No, but then also as we were sitting here getting ready for the show, got an offer on a gold, a true gold, so picked that up. And I've got the rose gold on its way as well.
So yeah, you're well on your way.
And then for baseball, I will actually talk about that because most of it was picked up today at the show.
Right.
Yeah, we can get right into it then.
Yeah. So
actually, I want to address one thing. If you hear the damn cicadas, they're so loud, and they just have not stopped for the last few weeks. So I apologize if they
it's
are
natural
coming through.
ambiance.
Yeah, well, it's just something I had to pull my headphones off to make sure that I wasn't going crazy.
So a little bit of general information about the show, the card show.
Card
that we went
show.
to. Yeah, the card show that we went to.
The physical meet-up card trading and
traditional
purchasing.
card show.
Yes,
right.
I mean, we are a card show.
Yeah,
but,
we are a show of cards. Yeah, but
Okay.
yes. So it was held at the Omaha Police Union Hall, which I am intimately familiar with. My father is retired OPD, so I have done a bunch of things there, including my high school graduation party. My parents had one of their anniversary parties there, family reunion there. So I'm very intimate with this building. It's easily accessible from basically anywhere in the city. It's right off of a major highway.
Yeah, major
road.
intersections
Yeah.
as well. It's not necessarily the easiest place to find just because it's not obvious where it's at, but it is easy to get to.
You basically have to turn into a neighborhood to get into it, but the building itself is easy to get to. It's not intuitive.
Yeah, you got to turn into a neighborhood and then turn down another, what feels like a side street to get to it. But then it's also right next to Dave & Buster's.
Right.
Which is
literally right next to a Dave &
Yeah.
Buster's. You just can't get to it from the Dave & Buster's.
I mean, you can park there and walk.
You could.
So
You could. Speaking of parking, plenty of parking there. Lots of parking for the size of the building that it was.
yeah, between that building itself and the 2 or 3 surrounding buildings, there's plenty of parking. Maybe not right in that singular parking lot. I mean, it was full when we left, and people were still streaming in, but they were parking in all the other lots. So
Right. The room itself it's not a big giant room, but in fact, you walk in, and so you walk in. Like I said, it's free. There's no cover charge to get in. Cover charge.
yeah, I mean, yeah, that's ticket fee.
Yeah. So you walk in, and I was actually surprised to see that there were 3 tables kind of in that vestibule, that entrance area.
Yeah, that first, yeah.
There were 3 tables there. And then you go into the main room, which is directly in front of you after you walk in. And there is, how many do we count? Like 12 or 13 vendors kind
Probably
of
in that one.
In
yeah.
that, with about total of 25 tables thereabouts. Each one had about
2, maybe.
Some of them had more than that. Some had less. But
The dollar box guys were 7 tables.
Right.
Yeah.
And then there was kind of this side room that was off to the right on the vestibule that had another set of small tables, probably another 10 or so ish.
I think there was about 13 vendors
in there, yeah. So all told, there's probably close to 25, 26 vendors, something like that.
Yeah.
With a total of 50, maybe 60 tables, somewhere in that range.
Somewhere in there.
So it's not a giant show, not giant by any stretch of the imagination. It was busy when we showed up at 9:00 in the morning, though.
Yeah, it starts at 9, goes to
3.
3.
Yeah, so it's about a 6-hour show, which is actually great that it goes that long, because it's not huge, so you can see everything that's available there within about 2 hours and get everything done that you want to do, selling and buying and blah blah blah.
Yep.
And get out of there in about 2 hours, and you felt like you saw what you needed to see, and that was actually kind of nice. I didn't feel like I needed to be there for a full day.
Yeah, and nice that you could still show up at noon and things are. I mean, there was a lot of fluidity.
Mm-hmm.
The show was extremely fluid. There is one kid that we dealt with. He had his table set up, and he was taking trades and buying cards right there and immediately putting them back out on the table with a price on them immediately.
Yep.
And
we each worked with this kid, didn't we?
Yes, we did. The kid was just wheeling and dealing.
He was.
It was good. It was good stuff. But overall, it is a pretty fluid show. So there's a lot of selling to be done, a lot of buying to be done, a lot of trading. I've never experienced more people willing to do a complete swap or
when you
trade.
When you say trade, you're talking about the vendors, right?
Yes, yeah, vendors.
Because we didn't really see collector to collector trading while we were there.
Right. There wasn't really a spot. I wonder if they were to open it up. Maybe. This for the future.
I'm really, like I said, I'm really familiar with that building, there really
Yeah.
isn't another spot to open up for
Okay.
something like a trade room or something like that.
Yeah.
It's not available in that building.
I think that'd be pretty interesting, though, is to have it, to do a trade night, per
Right.
se, with it, where, okay, this corner is, there's
Where it's collector to collector.
3 tables that people just sit down at, and not sit down and set up shop like they would be an actual vendor, but
to have conversations with other collectors.
yeah.
Uh,
It's the first Sunday of every month.
That's right. Yeah. First Sunday of every month.
Yep.
I found so I'm a big dude. I'm a really big dude, and I did not find it to be too cramped.
It wasn't too tight. I mean, there were a couple times squeezing through people, but
It didn't feel too cramped
no.
in there.
We took off about 11:15.
It was starting to get kind of busy.
Yeah, we heard that about 10:30, 11 o'clock is when it really starts to pick up. Across that noon hour is where it peaks and then kind of dies off. Not dies, but slows down after that.
And because we were there early, we were able to leave and open up more parking spots for other people to come in. And I think that, like I said, I think that's a strength for this particular show.
Yeah, the turnover, it's busy a lot of the time, but there's turnover, there's new, so there's always somebody moving something.
There are restrooms. They were clean enough.
I
they were great.
didn't visit.
There's no food there at the thing, but where it's at 132nd and Center in Omaha, it's kind of in the epicenter of a lot of food.
Yeah, there's 2 Indian places across the street. There's an Outback, Fazoli's, the Dave and Buster's. That's all.
I mean, and then there's even local joints like
Korean fried chicken's there.
Yeah.
There's
There's some local joints there too, because you got Isla Del Mar that's right across. That's right there. There's which is, by the way, really interesting, like Baja Mexican style with a little bit of, well, not a little bit. It's got a pretty decent sized sushi. It's Mexican and sushi all at the same time. And then there's Goldberg's, which is a really good burger joint that's right there. And then less than 2 miles as the crow flies. I mean, you can go to Bailey's for breakfast on 120th and Center. There's Bailey's. There's Brother Sebastian's. There's pizza at Big Fred's. Like there's some really good restaurants within less than 2 miles of where this was held.
Yeah.
So amenities surrounding the area are really, really good.
Yeah.
If you wanted to visit.
Since it starts fairly early on I mean, not early, but early on a Sunday for some people. I mean, there are a couple breakfast joints that are around there.
Yeah, and if you go get breakfast at 8 o'clock, you'll be beating the church crowd, and you won't have to worry about that too. So, absolutely.
Yeah. So getting to it, there's things to do before and after it. You know,
if you want to waste money on an arcade, there's Dave and Buster's right next door too.
I mean, it's the first Sunday. We're in football season. It's a great place to turn around and watch some football. They usually have some deals too. Not advertising for them, just they do.
Yeah.
At least ours does. As far as what they had, though, it was a mix of all sports.
The show itself.
Yeah. The show itself, it was a mix of all sports. It felt a little bit more basketball and football heavy. Maybe it's just because the seasons are starting soon with it. Well, football is started, and basketball is starting soon. Baseball felt, if you're
a little less than a third of the sports cards were baseball. In my opinion.
Next to no hockey, I think I saw about 2-3 hockey cards. One sweet patch of someone I've never heard of, and I feel like I follow hockey a decent amount, and probably half dozen to a dozen soccer cards, mainly Messi. Obviously, because he's fluid.
I was actually surprised at how much basketball was at the show, just because I don't see Omaha as a basketball town.
Yeah.
We're a football town with baseball a close second. But I think we're a football town first.
I feel that baseball it's got a deep-seated under, there's a lot of the old guys that are, which there was great range from. We found 50, what was it, 58? No, 59 Bowman?
50, 56, 57, something like that. The one with the TV.
Yeah, all the way up. I know I went through the 50. I've been going through the 59s. I did find the 159 Bob Gibson in a SGC 4.5, but I don't. Even at a 4.5, they're pushing $1,000.
Oh, jeez.
So I think that's going to be my first vintage card, but I want to get it raw. I don't think I'm going to grade it, but I want to just get it as long as it's from a reputable person. And
as weird as this sounds, I was not surprised at how many expensive cards were there, in the $500 and up range. But I was also surprised at how few there were of like the $30 to $40 cards. Like
there was a lot of free, basically. I mean, there was one guy giving away free Pokemon packs, free what they pulled and put in team bag Pokemon packs, all the way up to your $20 cards that were flowing freely.
Mm-hmm.
And then there was kind of that gap in there. There were a couple $2,000-$3,000 cards floating around. There definitely were some much higher end than that, especially the vintage stuff.
Mm-hmm.
There were some very high graded vintage that were floating around there as well.
Mm-hmm.
But then I felt it was somebody could walk in with $100 and be able to walk out with a handful of things that
sure could,
that they feel really good about. Nobody there that we chatted with, they're all collectors themselves.
Mm-hmm.
They're walking over to other people's tables and checking out what they've picked up this week or what they picked up the last month.
Right, because these guys see each other basically every month at this show.
Yeah, and I found that to be really fun as well. So there's fluidity between them as well.
I took a whole bunch of pictures for folks that I know collect other stuff that I don't. Just to kind of say, hey, this is a thing. I don't like. There was a couple of
97 Fleer,
the metal Marvel
universe, Marvel,
Metal Marvel with John Elway and Barry Sanders.
Yeah, John Elway with
Captain America.
The quarterbacks were Captain America. The running backs were Wolverine.
Mm-hmm.
The receivers were Spider-Man. Our Spider-Man, not were. Gosh, it was a whole series of them. And
I had never seen those before.
I'd never seen them
and
either.
I don't know if the people that I know who collect those players know that those cards exist.
It's already on my list of something. That Elway was pretty dope.
It was very cool.
I mean, I think I probably could have picked up his 9 that he had.
It's Horseface Elway, but I'll let it slide.
I know. I mean, generally being, I don't have an NFL team. I could say I'm a Chiefs fan because it's the market. That's what I watch. At the same time, I also grew up with the Elways, that 90s football. Denver was definitely kind of the fun.
Yeah, very unfortunately.
Yeah, being in the same division. It does have that nostalgia feel to me.
Sure.
For me.
I get it. I mean, he was one of the best quarterbacks, if not the best quarterback of his era.
Of their era, yeah.
Kind of that early to mid 90s, before what's his bucket? Before Peyton Manning kind of joined the scene.
I've got a
97.
fun story for another day about being in Denver and Manning and all that. But again, overall though, your takeaways from it?
Takeaway. Let's. What'd you pick up?
Yeah, well, that's what I was meaning by takeaways. Okay. What did you take away from
the
show? I picked up 4 things. First, non-foot or non-baseball is one of the wild card prehistoric Dynamite and Ashton Genty.
This is a set of cards that you talked to me kind of off the air about once in the past.
I think they're freaking wild. I love art style cards like Project 70, Project 2020, Project 100,
which we saw a whole bunch of,
ton of, and it's one of the things that I love to collect is our art cards. This feels very much that way, as well as pairing it with dinosaurs.
Hey, dinosaurs are always cool.
And this it's kind of got the Mojo-ish background on a tie-dye. No, I don't want to say trippy, hallucinogenic
it's a
raptor.
Yeah, no, that's pretty accurate, actually.
Yeah, pick that up for. They're all relatively inexpensive because they're non-licensed cards,
right?
But they're
really cool looking.
I think they're fun.
Yeah,
I think they're really fun. I wouldn't buy
What's it
box,
called?
per se.
The wild card.
It's wild card dynamite or prehistoric dynamite.
Okay.
So
Dino, Dino, might, Might. Yeah. Okay.
I feel kid's is gonna have a solid career.
Sure.
As long as just keeps his nose clean, stays out. I mean, I don't see him getting into any major trouble, but I think he's just gonna be a solid working back. So.
And you got a cool card with a dinosaur on it.
Yeah, I got a dinosaur card. That's more what I'm happy about. The other three that I picked up are actually all Japanese players. Picked up my first Shohei rookie. It's a 2018 holiday base non-metallic snowflake, but just Shohei Ohtani rookie.
Congrats.
That's my first Shohei rookie. So relatively inexpensive. They're not really sought after for holiday, but I don't care.
Hey,
it's my
smaller print run than the base set.
Right. And like I said, it's my first Shohei rookie.
Right.
Third and fourth are both Yamamoto. Both Yamamoto cards, complete set, image variation complete set of Yamamoto. Again, not a super expensive card. This was the one that we actually dealt with. With that kid.
Probably 13, 12, 13, something like that.
Something like that.
Yeah.
And then picked up another Yamamoto. This time it's 24 Finest Arrivals insert, die cut insert in a PSA 10.
I pointed that one out for you. I found that one for you.
Yeah, thank you. That was at the same guy that I bought I was looking at the Dynamite cards, and you're like, hey, look at this one. Overall, with that
as
and
a PSA
the hobby
10.
pack, as a PSA 10, basically I paid for the grading on it. It is
Right.
all I really paid for. So don't think I lost my butt on anything today. I want to say it came, $60-ish before the hobby pack that I picked up as well.
Sure. So I only picked up 2 cards. I actually walked out with more money than I walked in with. Yeah, so the kid that I also bought a complete set variation rookie. This time, in my case, I bought the Jackson Churio. Actually, I didn't buy it. I traded for it. I traded a $5 card for a $5 card. So I did that. And the other card that I purchased was 1970 Lou Brock PSA 7. The reason that I bought this card, other than being, a vintage card that I'm kind of starting to get into again, is I actually pulled, I believe it was actually out of a blaster of all things, a blaster from Target, if I remember correctly, was from was it 19 Heritage or 20 Heritage? I don't remember exactly when they did the 1970 set. I want to say it was 20 Heritage when they did that set. A Lou Brock Red Ink Auto, real one's Red Ink Auto out of 70.
Which are definitely not the easiest things to pull either.
They are not. So that is not graded, but since I have this one graded, and by the way, they used the exact same image on both cards. So that was really cool. So I'm going to get mine graded now. So I have a pair.
And hopefully not a grade
Hopefully
pair.
not a 7.
Yeah, hopefully not a grade pair, but.
So yeah, I'm very excited about that. That was not expensive. I sold the card and kind of went and used the money that I sold a bunch of cards to and went back to that table and purchased that.
Realistically, I think you could walk into that show with no cash in hand, just
with
cards,
with
a pile of cards,
Mm-hmm.
and walk out with something you've been looking for or something you think you could turn around
Mm-hmm.
and.
Yeah, so I sold about $150 worth of cards while I was there, and I only spent $40. So it was good in that regard. I really had no intention of buying much at all. I knew I was going to because
It's a card show.
it's a card show, and I'm a degenerate. But
Yeah.
I was happy that I did not spend more than I walked in with, and in fact came out with more than I walked in with. So.
Can we clip that?
Absolutely. I'm a degenerate. Yes.
Yeah.
I am more than happy to use that as a drop if we need to.
Okay.
The overall takeaway of the show, what we thought, out of a rating of 5, we're going to introduce a new element to the show right now. Out of a rating of 5, I am going to give it
2, 3, 4.
4. I'm going to give it 4 out of 5.
Okay.
This is, of course, knowing that I've never been to another show over the last 25 years, a local show over the last 25 years. So this is the first time I've been to one, but I was very happy with the entire experience while I was there. And we might be setting up with the table and doing a live show there some point in the future.
Yeah, there is a wait list for vendors as it is. So it is not one of these poorly attended shows. It is actually people are wanting to get in to sell at this show.
So I'm very excited that's on the horizon.
Now, we weren't told we couldn't just bring our own table and set up outside. But
we would need power.
We would need power at some
and
form.
It's getting to be the time of the year where we need to worry about weather.
Yeah. That's fair. But I mean, we weren't told we couldn't.
Right.
I mean, just throwing that out there.
So, Mitch, what out of a rating of 5, what do you give the?
I think.
How many Leo barks do you give this?
I think I am
1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah, I want to give it a half, just because I want to use the half. I'm gonna give it a 4.5.
Ooh, 4.5. All right.
Leo does this weird whiny half bark. There's no husky in him.
There's a growl.
Yeah. Anyways, I had a load of fun. Like, I'm very mad at myself for not going sooner.
I agree.
I found out about these shows probably in 23. I know at least early 24, because the shop that is the main host of it, there's really 3, now a 4th, but the 4th shop is an offshoot of one of the 3 shops in town. The main shop that runs it,
the Omaha Card Shop.
Yeah, Omaha Card Shop has it posted on their door, on their website all the time, and that's where I'd go and get supplies. It was just easier for me to get to when I was going there. I've been to all 3 of the major shops in town. I have no allegiance one way or the other. Do like them all. I think they all have their strengths. Sure. For me, picking a favorite or picking something that it sounds bad saying I'm not loyal to a shop, but I feel like, again, they all have their own strengths. Right. So overall, though, the show, I was very happy with it. I'm very upset at myself that I had not gone sooner. I need to get better at selling.
I think we both learned what actually we could sell at that, because I brought a lot of really cheap stuff, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I think the $10 to $20 card sort of range, even $5 to $20 card is very superfluous, or is very very.
I think you could go all the way up to $200 to $300, honestly, at tables. Absolutely.
Well, yeah, at tables. Yeah, I don't think I could walk in there with a couple of the slabs that I have. Maybe.
I was kind of surprised you didn't bring the Ellie.
The Ellie, yeah, I'm gonna keep the Yamamoto. At this point, I'm just gonna keep the Yamamoto. The Ellie, I still like, and I think Ellie overall is probably going to be the better player, or better and longer. I mean, he's a solid player. However,
almost got a no hitter yesterday.
Again, solid pitcher.
Yeah, I'm surprised you didn't bring the Ellie. Just to see if anyone would shoot a number at you that you'd like.
Yeah. Next time, I think next time I might.
Might as well.
I'm gonna just get a Zion case and walk in there with 2 slabs in it. And
they have single card Zion cases.
I know. Yeah. Just wear it around my neck.
Yeah.
Oh. Hey, no, that's what I should do. I should just walk around with the chain. Yeah, overall, I think it was a great experience. It was a fun morning. Great way to spend a few hours. If you're in town, or even if you're semi-local, I would say it's worth a 2 to 3 hour drive if you're just wanting to waste some time on the weekend.
Come in from Lincoln, man. It's not that hard.
From, heck, even
Sioux City. Yeah,
Sioux City. I think you could pull as far as Kansas City if there's something else going on in town.
Sure.
Like, go to the event on Saturday, go to the card show Sunday morning.
Spend a couple hours Sunday morning and then go home.
Leave by noon, and you're back to KC by 3.
Right.
You know it.
Yeah.
It's worth it. I feel it's worth it.
So we have 2 more. The random Sam question of the day.
Yeah, the random Sam question of the day.
Or the show, or whatever we're going to call it.
I have it, yeah, random Sam question of the day is what so she's updated this. We're up to, there's 15 different questions that she has on here now. And we decided instead of having her put it at the bottom of my show notes, I have a separate page that she's updated. We're just going to use a damn spinner just to...
yeah, we have an electronic spinner wheel.
Spinner just to...
That has
1
on
through
his,
15
on his
and-
computer.
Yeah.
It has noises. We're gonna Bluetooth it to the to the
board,
soundboard,
yeah. Let's
and
go.
you're gonna hear this terrible audio, and it's awesome.
Wow. All right, and it came out as number 15. This is definitely a question. In your opinion, what's more impressive on a sports resume, having the home run record for a season or having the most stolen bases in a season? I feel that is so because, I mean, having the most home runs on a team that doesn't need home runs, yes, but having stolen bases to try and produce runs, I don't know, man.
I mean, you got to get on base to steal a base, right?
Right.
So you have to be able to get on base somehow, which means you got to have a really high on base percentage.
Right.
So in order to get good stolen bases, you have to have another stat that's really good, right?
Yeah. Versus just picking your one singular pitch, and I'm not taking away from home run hitters there.
See, the problem with this question is
they both
a home run produces immediate runs.
Yeah.
Right? Even a stolen base is not necessarily going to produce anything at the end of the inning.
Right.
Right?
It's not guaranteed to. It gives a better chance of.
All right. I'm going to have to answer this two ways, which is going to mean that there's going to be absolutely no answer coming from me. I think it is more difficult to do the stolen base, to have the stolen bases record than it is the home run record. So, in that regard, it is more impressive. However, because chicks dig the long ball,
okay,
I have to admit that the home run record would be more. So home run record is more impressive to me, but I do very much appreciate all of the skill and what you need to have in order to get the stolen base record. That goes into that.
I think with that, there is a reason that as of recently, the number's gone up, but why 30 stolen bases is such a high number, because it is harder when, you have 50 home run seasons not quite frequently, but I mean, it's more regular outside of the 90s and the early thousands. But generally speaking, I have to agree. I feel a stolen base is more impressive. So to answer the question, yes, I feel a stolen base is more impressive just because of exactly how you laid it out. You've got to get on base to steal the base.
And then there's the skill of actually stealing the base that you need on top of that.
Right. You've got to be able to read the pitcher, read the catcher, know how fast. In this situation, he's going to be throwing a fastball. I'm going to have less time to steal versus a changeup. It might be a little bit wild. It might be a cutter. It might move. I'm going to have a better chance at taking off here. He normally throws his normal 3-2 pitches, a changeup or whatever. I'm going to have a better chance.
Right.
Well, you might also have anyways. Home runs, though, I agree with you. They are an impressive stat because they produce runs immediately. You talk about guys that have a lot of RBIs. 50, where are we at now in the season? In the mid-50s for home runs?
Rowley's at like 52 or something like that.
Okay, yeah. I stopped counting, stopped watching that. Not that I don't care, but maybe that is it's high enough. But, yeah, I mean, when you're talking the top hits last year were in the 220, 230 range.
Yeah.
In the 220, 230 range, somewhere in there. 25% of the hits could have been a home run. That's
right.
Pretty damn, that's immediate run.
Yeah, Raleigh's only hitting 230 total, and he has 50 home runs. Like, what percentage of his hits,
Yeah. I could look that up, but that's not
so
the
like,
second. But
Bobby can steal second and third and still be stranded.
Right. Well, yeah, you also have to then build a team. I think a base stealer, to me, is impressive, though, because it can completely shift the way that the pitcher or the fielding. A home run, they hit it, they just go back onto the next batter, and they play the next batter. You can completely shift how they're pitching a batter with a stolen base.
Right. I do have a bit of trivia for you that's related to this.
Okay.
Who holds the record for most no-hitters broken up via the home run?
I do not know. I'm not going to even venture a guess because it's going to be wrong.
It's a bit of a trick question. Ricky Henderson has 81 leadoff home runs.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that okay. I feel like I knew that. Now that you say it, I feel like I knew that.
So do you see why it's
because
it's related?
No. Okay. I mean, but that's why Ricky Henderson is a Hall of Fame,
and he's allowed to refer to himself in the third person.
Okay. Yeah. Fine, I can do both. I can hit home runs. Like a 30-30 season is, I feel, well, obviously a 50-50 season just happened for the first time last year. It is something that, to me, is the more impressive stat line, is seeing where that is. I would love to start not seeing more 30-30s, because I don't want to make it commonplace. However,
give me more 2020s.
Yeah, there's such a gap between those 30-30 players. And then there's the guys that hit the homers.
And then there's Acuna last year who did 70-40, right? I mean, 70 stolen bases and 40 home runs. I mean,
but then you've got people like Vinny who are going to hit 30 home runs, but he's
got 2 stolen bases this year.
But when your first to second time is in the 6-second range, I mean,
he's good for 1 every year. By the way, that's true. Next year I might do a prop bet. Stolen bases for Vinny for the year 1. If it's like 1.5 or less, or if it's
the over under 1.5.
Over under is a half.
Yeah,
go the over because he's good for 1 every year.
Yeah, that's. Anyway, I just feel Vinny was he was an easy target for that one, smashing home runs.
You bought a pack.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Let's just at least do the pack. We'll worry about the box here. I bought a hobby pack, 23 Ginter. So I've been also shooting for a hobby update as well with this. I've been trying to find a Gunner rookie auto. This is a long shot, but it's a shot. But at the same time, I love Ginter. We both love Ginter, and I cannot wait for our
excited.
Ginter episode.
We're very excited. It's such a good sound. I don't see a frame.
I just love the minis. Yeah, I don't see a frame. All right, we got Josh Bell. Gosh, with striking out with this pack, man. Trey Jameson. Wow, yeah, man. Luis Arias.
Underrated.
Chris Bryant. I mean,
oh boy.
Yeah. Let's see here. We got Gorilla Nems. It's a rapper.
That is a name.
That is a name. Who is the mini? We got Anthony Rizzo mini.
Base.
Just a base mini. Nothing special. And music to your ears. Temple blocks. Yeah, buddy.
Very exciting.
That was a hobby pack. That's on me. I chose poorly. He chose
poorly. All right.
I'll go into my stack of 23 Ginter. But yeah, so I think that's
a show.
That was a little bit long. We got rambly there.
We did.
Bloody Marys will do that. So
well,
Yeah. So I'm the brewer.
I'm the baker.
And
thanks for listening, guys.
Yeah. Oh, also, please remember Thursday the 11th live show.
Yes.
Not live show, live
on
rips.
Instagram.
Yeah, live on Instagram. So, yeah.
Meet us there, 8 o'clock Central.
Yes. See you guys.
That was the Brewer and the Baker of Baseball Card Podcast. Thanks for listening, and be excellent to each other.
And I'm a degenerate, and I'm a degenerate, and I'm a degenerate, and I'm a degenerate, and I'm a degenerate.